They thought it was over for you when you failed, when things looked like it was over for you. But little did they know that God was just getting started. They didn't know that God was building your character in the silence. They didn't know that God was getting ready to write the next chapter in your life while they were busy writing your obituary. Because they didn't know that God was hiding you for His glory. It wasn't a setback, it was a setup for God's comeback. Because when God brings you back, they would have no choice but to say only God could have done this. Don't count out what God has counted in, because resurrection power hits different when people thought it was the end. They counted you out, but God was counting your testimonies, so that when you rise, you can only give glory to no one but God. Because when God spins the block and finishes what He is doing in your life, your enemies are going to need sunglasses, because your glory and your glow is going to be inevitable. Because they thought they fumbled you when you failed. They thought you lost when you lost your job. When the relationship you had failed and tanked, they thought that it was your end. When life dragged you through the mud and left you unread, the people around you and your enemies thought that that was your end. But God was cooking, as the Gen Zs will say, and God was bringing the plot twist that even you never saw coming. Because while they were watching you fall, God was writing your comeback. They thought the L was final, but God said, nah, this is a loading screen. You were in a plot twist and not a period. So now when you rise, don't explain yourself, just glow differently. Because as one of the famous quotes would say, they thought they buried you. Little did they know that you were seed. And God didn't let what you went through kill you, because He was not done flexing with your life and your testimony. They laughed when you lost, but forgot that it is God who writes the biggest plot twist ever known to man. You weren't losing, you were in training. God let you break so you would never bow down to what broke you. They counted you out, but you see, heaven never erased your name from the list. And the rock bottom was just the stage for your upliftment. Your failure wasn't fatal. It was just footage for your testimony.